Good morning, all. I'm continuing my video lecture based upon database management system. Now it is a topic like dependency. Dependency in database management system is a relation between two or more attributes. Relationship between attribute of any table that are dependent each other. If you're having a two table, the table one will be dependent with the table two, and the table two will be dependent with the table one. Likewise, it is a dependency. Types of dependencies are function dependency, fully function dependency, transitive dependency, multi-value dependency, partial dependency. We are going to let's see the types of dependency one by one. Function dependency means it is an information stored in a table can uniquely determine another information in the same table. And it is called as function dependency. Consider if it is an association between two attributes of same relations. If P function determined with Q, then P tends to Q. We are having an example here like employee table. For an employee ID tends to employee name. Employee ID will be fully functional with employee name. For each name, for employee name, we are having an employee ID. So employee ID depends upon the dependent between the employee name. So it is a functional dependency. And then it is a fully functional dependency means an attribute is fully functional dependent on another attribute if it is functionally determined on that attribute and not on any of its proper subset. For example, an attribute Q is fully functional dependent on another attribute P if it is functional dependent on P and not on any of proper subset of P. Let's see an example. Project cost, employee project cost. We are going to see we want to know about the days, but here by using an employee id, employee project cost, we calculate the days, but we don't want to know about a project cost. So it is not a fully functional dependent, whereas a subset of employee id and project id can easily determine the days spent on the project by the employee. This is summarize our functional dependencies. Employee id and project id tends to days. If we know about our days, we need to know about a employee id and project id. That's all. In the rare manner, it will be know about the project name also. Then there no need to see about the cost of the given respective project. Then transitive dependency. When a indirect relationship causes function dependency, it is called a transitive dependency. If P tends to Q and Q tends to R is true, then P tends to R is a transitive dependency because it is an indirect relationship. And then multi-value dependency. When exists of one or more rows in a table implies one or more other rows in the same table, then it is a multi-value dependency. If a table has an attribute P, Q, R, then Q and R are multi-valued facts of P. It is represented by double arrow. P tends to Q, Q tends to R. In the above case, multi-value dependency exists only if Q and R are independent attributes. And then partial dependency. Partial dependency occurs when a non-prime attribute is fully functionally dependent on a part of candidate key. Then second normal form eliminates the partial dependency. Let's see an example. Student project. Student ID, project number, student name, project name. In the above table, we have a partial dependency. Let's see the primary key attribute are student ID and project number. As is stated, the non-prime attributes, the student name and project name should be functional dependent on the part of candidate key to be partial dependent. The student name can be determined by student ID, that makes the relation partial dependent. Project name can be determined by project ID, that makes them partial dependent. These are the dependencies we are going to see here. Dependency means we will be dependent a table. We are having a two table. Table 1 will be dependent with table 2. Table 2 dependent with table 1. This is an example for dependency. We are having a types of dependency: functional dependency, fully functional dependency, transitive dependency, multi-value dependency, partial dependency. If we are having a functional dependency means P tends to Q. Fully functional dependency means we are going to know about the days of given project. We need to calculate the days for the given project. We need to know about an employee ID and project ID. By knowing about an employee ID and project ID, we calculate the number of days. Transitive dependency means it is an indirect relationship. P tends to Q means P tends to Q, Q tends to R. P tends to R is an indirect dependencies, transitive dependencies. Okay, multivariate dependency means we are having in more than one values for one respective attributes means it is a multivariate dependency. Partial dependency means somewhat will be dependent between the table. That is a partial dependency. Thank you.